Water signs. Okay, so this will be take 3. Let's try this again. Third time's a charm. We're gonna try this again. I'm irritated a little bit because of the energies that's coming out. Energies I've been feeling since for like a couple hours before I even was gonna do this reading. I really don't want to do this reading this late my time. However, I'm waiting on my laundry. You're gonna hear it a little bit in the background. My bad. Mind your business. It's all right. Just focus on this. Focus on this. So I already pulled the cards because I was already pulling and everything. But it's just some energy. Somebody doing some weird stuff with the moon, and we ain't got time for that. Okay, we don't. Let the Lord handle it, and He is, because the tower came out when I pre-pulled or whatever, and the wrath has been released, is what I had heard. So you doing some dumb stuff like that, your ass is grass. Anyway, can you swim? Okay, anyway. Ace Wands. So new opportunity. By the way, let me just, Five of Cups, right. Eight of Swords, right. Five of Pentacles. It's a tough time, but you're in alignment. You're doing what you're supposed to do, or you're about to be on that path. Six of Wands. And the overall is King of Pentacles. So what I wanted to say is what I got out before when I was doing the first 2 takes. Channel songs. First one was LaToya Luckett, Not Anymore. I don't want it anymore. Dry my eyes and I realized I deserve somebody that will treat me right. So there's a feminine energy or masculine in their power. They have realized that whatever they've had with someone is not enough, and they need more. They're not getting what they need. They've tried. They did everything they could. I'm feeling 10 of Wands energy. They got to put it down. It's too much. It's too much work. Too much stress. Too much, I don't know. It's too much of whatever. Too much person. I don't know. But they ready to go. Next channel song was her other song, Torn. Torn in between the two. I don't really want to be with you. Okay, so, which makes sense here. Somebody got 2 cups in the back, and I know that's not typically, but whatever. This is my show. Anyway, somebody gotta make a big decision. Also, I was getting before all of this, before any cards were ever pulled for this read in particular, it was like an eerie feeling. Got an eerie feeling, and I know it's Halloween, so you guys might be going to like haunted houses, cornfields, whatever, some kind of haunted event where you are truly scared. But I'm really feeling too like someone is scared of a really big change. I'm feeling death energy, like big change energy. Somebody's scared to take a leap of faith, which will change like their whole life. And it's putting the fear of the Lord in their heart. And that's why you need to call on the Lord. Okay? There were some other things that'll come back out when this stuff comes out. I can't even remember. Ace of Wands, Devil. 2 opposite energies. So it is making me feel like kind of like what I'd be saying to myself, to other, like my close friends and stuff. I'm like, even though you're scared, you're having doubts, you're fearful, you're in your head about a decision you need to make, do it while you're scared. Do it anyway. Even if you're scared, you don't know what will happen. Oh yeah, that's the energy I felt right before this too. On the last one I was trying to get out here, it was like something like someone is so tired or so stressed or so overwhelmed and having a desire, such a strong desire for more in a relationship or just in their life in general. It's like they just like forget it. I don't even care what will happen when I make this decision. I'm just gonna do it because I know that I don't want this. Hence the Not Anymore song. That makes sense to me. It don't have to be a relationship. It feels like it though. It feels like a lot of heavy emotional energy. Let's see. What's the Ace of Wands and Devil? You might be dealing with a Capricorn because Devil and King of Pentacles is out here. 5 Pentacles out here. Taurus, Virgo. Might be dealing with another water sign, or this you. Air signs. Y'all were all up and in the air signs monthly read too. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Especially you, Cancer. fire sign. Y'all know the signs. But sometimes if I feel the need to say so, I will. Alright, this felt the way. But before that falls, Two of Pentacles. Didn't we say you're torn in between the two? Could be juggling a decision about two careers, two completely different career fields, so you're scared to leave your long-term position you've been in. Because I forgot earlier, the very first time I was trying to record this, I split the deck, and it was the Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. So it was like, you're about to end two, or, you know, it don't have to be two, but one very long cycle, or two, because I said two first. Two very long cycles you've been going on in your life. It actually, I'm seeing a hamster on a wheel now. So you feel like you've been running in circles for a long time. Now I'm hearing that with that word, I'm hearing Jasmine Sullivan circles or circle. That's round and round and just keep holding it down. Don't know the words. Foolish, stupid. What can I say? I wanna go, but I keep coming back. Okay, so you've been in a never-ending back and forth, make up the breakup. Oh yeah, I did feel that intuitively initially too. Like make up the breakup energy. You tired of going through these same cycles with folks. You're drained. You hear how my voice sound? I'm tired for the night, but it's like this energy is so exhausting. It's very exhausting. It's like someone holding something together. It's like just exhausting, stressful, overwhelmed. So I was saying in another reading a couple reads back, like, and I'll be taking the same advice I'll be telling other folks too. So don't act like I'm not judging nobody, but it's just like don't wait until you're forced to make a decision to make a decision. Because when you get the choice taken from you, you don't know how that thing gonna fall. And if you're someone who loves to be in control, you might want to take control and make a decision yourself before God does. And you know, again, especially if you know you ain't supposed to be in a certain situation, or you know, in a certain environment around certain people, etc., etc. When he take it, that's when you get the wrath. That's all I'm saying. The wrath is coming. Did I say that before? I'm sure I did. The wrath is on the way for anybody with ill intent, bad intentions towards anybody, anything. This month, I don't know what it is about this particular Halloween month, but it's just not the time to be doing foolery, F-boy, F-girl stuff. Anyway, Two of Pentacles, the Fool. Yep, somebody getting out of that feeling of being in two minds, confused, feeling Seven of Cups energy now, like not knowing what to do, not knowing who to choose. I'm here. I mean, if you've been taking a while to make a decision between two people, whether it's a feminine or masculine, because I feel it both ways. There's a feminine between two masculines not sure what to do, and a masculine between two feminines. I'm feeling it equally both ways. But if it didn't take you too long, again, that decision will be taken from you, because God will make both those people turn their backs on you. I mean, he'll do whatever. Man, yeah, you've been taking a long time to make this decision of going about your business, whoever, whatever, however, whether it's career, relationship, whatever it is. Knight of Swords, yeah, you about to get on fast, and I would too, because I said a wrath is coming, and I feel it's necessary. You know, I don't really care to warn people when they doing dumb stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, it does give a sense of like a warm feeling in my spirit and heart. When I'm warning you and you're not taking heed, the fall will be much harder because you had a warning. Many a times I'm feeling for a long time, somebody's been getting warned about something, not doing something ill will or ill hearted, and they've been doing it. And your time is up. And I just want you to know, the longer that it takes for this to come back around, your consequences or whatever to come back around, the worse it's going to be. I'm just going to tell you, that's like if someone been a player for a long time, for 20 plus years since they were a teen, and they now in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. Boy, you ain't never, and you always got away with this? Man, please. Man, please. You might not ever get nobody of value ever again and for the rest of your life. I'm just saying, I'm giving an example. I mean, you don't value people and humans anyway if that's what you're doing. So it's like, you don't deserve a good person. Why? And you'll be met with people just like you. And then hollering about somebody doing you wrong, but you've been doing this all your life to everybody. So why would you be exempt from this now? Two of Wands. It's a lot of in between mind energy. Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. And I feel like it's about two people that you love. Who do you love? I'm not even somebody's too confused for me. It's starting to hurt my head. Five of Cups, what is it? Excuse me. Five of Cups, we don't what is the burping? Why do we have to do that? I don't know if I'm gasping on a lot of air or let's see. 11:11, just a second ago. Oh yeah, this divine order. There's divine stuff going on. That same thing from last month playing out. Like I said, energies can be linger for like weeks, months, years. It depends on how long you're gonna be in the cycle of whatever you're in. Five of Cups. Let me get this. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. You want to move towards a new career that you feel will bring more money, abundance, success, has more benefits, better options. You'll love it more, enjoy it more. Or you might be leaving a job you've been at for the last 8 years or more. Either way, I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is a new opportunity. It's giving me Ace of Wands or Ace energy, period. Page of Pentacles, yeah, you want something new. Seven of Pentacles, yeah, wow, yeah, yes, you, if it ain't about the money, somebody could be very materialistic. Sun energy, like I said, you might be dealing with a fire sign. Let's see. Somebody wants something new. Yeah, somebody want to leave a long-term position or a company they've been at for a long time. They want to invest in a new position. Page of Pentacles goes to Seven of Pentacles. If you take that new opportunity, you'll be making the money that you make at your current position like right away, and it'll increase just as quick within the first couple of months of you being there. Within 2 to 3 months of this new position, you'll be making more than you made before. Ace of Swords, it comes out every time. Every time. We know what we're saying. We know what's going on. Yep, in alignment. King of Swords. We said what we had said, and you're getting clarity on this. Something you couldn't figure out for a long time, or you didn't see before, you're finally seeing it now. And this makes me feel like it's because you've been in some kind of illusion, confusion way too long. God is literally like, you know what? Let's help them out because they clearly ain't gonna figure this out. Somebody, okay, I'm not gonna say that's not nice. That's not nice. Somebody wasn't getting the clues though. The clues was there, but they weren't getting the clues. What? Queen of Swords. Somebody going to the person they love. They leaving a relationship, going to the person they love. I'm really already tired of this storyline. Just do it already. Like Nike, okay? Just do it. If that's what you're going to do. I mean, you need to heal. You don't need to be jumping from one to the other. But you do need to take time alone to heal. Also, if this is current, you're currently with this person, y'all do not get along. Y'all be arguing and fighting and cussing each other out and all this other stuff. Turn and reverse that I had before. I forgot to put it back in upright like it was supposed to because the wrath is on the way, like I had said. Eight of Swords. Okay. Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands. You about to get yourself, yeah, you just got some clarity, or you're about to get some clarity this month, because it's like God gonna just straight put it on your spirit to where you cannot deny the feeling, the thought, or whatever. Something that you were wondering about, or you couldn't figure out, or if you weren't sure about, maybe again choosing between the two people. It's like whatever you didn't see about the situation you needed to see, you're finally getting it and you're taking action right away. Quickly. Quickly. Quickly and quietly. That reminds me of this show I was watching a while ago, years ago. The Tower came out anyway. Damn. The Tower is you taking off on this new journey in your life. And again, I'm feeling a lot of career information. Power found on the bottom. Like we said, God is in control of this here. The wrath is on the way. And in this particular Tower card, it's like lightning is striking the building to break it, but it also kind of gives the illusion of like water coming out of this too. Like it's hard to see with the lighting. It's like water coming out of there. So the wrath, we had said. I'm only saying it over and over because I think it's just so funny that somebody thinks they're like, somebody feels like they're up there, like up there with God, that they can manipulate energies the way they want to, and they're used to having their way, whatever that may mean, even if it's not like moon work or anything like that. It's still like they just feel like they so in control of what exactly, we don't know. Water signs. Let's get to the positive energy, please, because we already know somebody's divine. Somebody's divine intervention. The Lord had said, but somebody's demise is coming. We already know that. This makes me feel like in the somebody well known too, but I'm not getting a name in particular, but this might be something we hear on the news or something major happening. It's a very big energy, like of just like dun dun dun. Oh, I feel like somebody's world about to come crashing down. And again, this is for someone who is who has bad intentions. Now, on the flip side, if you're really in the middle of big life changes, like I feel like a lot of people are that will come across this, I feel like it's like, you know, when you make a big change in your life, it feels like everything is like messed up. Because for a little while, it might feel like, you know, you're going to have to get on your feet if you're relocating, you know, I have to get back to where you get your savings account back together, or God forbid something terrible happen, like a house fire. It's like having to start over, but you have your life, you have your children, you have your parents, things like that. It's like sometimes things have to fall like completely apart and be completely destroyed for you to build a stronger, better, healthier foundation. Now, I pray nobody's going through tragedy. And I mean that my prayers are for people with good intentions and good spirits and hearts, and that really do the work and take action to do the work. You don't have to get it right the first time or be perfect. You just need to try. Knight of Cups, Emperor. So yeah, it makes me feel like if you're, again, making a big life-changing decision, you might have to start all the way over, which is why you're at the Knight of Cups. But like I said, soon after you become the Emperor, like I said, switching from one job to other, you know, there's a little gap in between your pay periods when you switch your jobs. But like you quickly become the Emperor. You quickly become stable. You quickly become in control of yourself, your mind, your decisions. Giving me that King of Swords, Queen of Swords, like clear-minded energy, reaching full clarity about something with the Ace of Swords here. It's like, since you couldn't figure it out yourself, the Lord is just giving you all the answers at this point. All that you need to do is take the action on what He said. It's like someone's trying to figure out everything. Like, they need to know what's going to happen in advance, or they need to know what's going to happen in the future. They need to know, like, every little step, because that's the only way they feel comfortable moving forward. But that's not really how God works or life works. You just got to take a risk sometimes, which is why the Fool is out here. Believe in yourself, have faith in yourself, and most importantly, have faith in God, and that He'll lead you in the right direction when you take this leap of faith. Five Wands, you and your mind. Also, there's going to be a lot of ruckus, chaos, destruction, hollering, screaming about a relationship ending. feel like a lot of people gonna be surprised that didn't know what's going on, but people closest to the matter already know what's going on. Three of Swords, heartbreak, hotel. This is a heartbreak, hotel. Someone feels like betrayed because you're leaving them, and they feel like you're leaving for someone else. I really feel like even if you are leaving for someone else, you're primarily leaving for yourself because of your own spirit and what your own self is telling you that you need to do, which is Eight of Cups. It's time to go. This is real heavy. I feel like somebody been together with somebody a long time. That's what I said in that next 72 couple of hours or whatever. Couple days reading I just did over the weekend. Somebody been with somebody a long time. Eight of Cups. You see how God in the background watching over all of this? If you don't make the decision, He will for you. And He sees exactly what was going on with all this moon stuff going on. You trying to where'd it go? You trying to work with the moon and all this nonsense? The cards look quite similar. Oh, you know what? That was on the last spread. I tried to post. I'm glad I ain't not with that one. It's too much of this dark stuff coming out, and I'm not for it. But yeah, either way, the moon looks similar to that, and yeah, he's seeing all that was going on in the dark behind the scenes. He see who's lying. It kind of gives it the he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been better, good. I know we ain't in Christmas time yet. Maybe someone's having Christmas in October, but I'm just saying, I think I had a reading like that. Didn't I name something like that before? Christmas in October? Or something. I don't know. But either way, he's seeing everything. And there will be consequences to pay. Page of Wands. Yeah, God wants you to start over. Whatever this is, start over from, leave some old friends behind so you can gain some new ones. Leave a home behind because it's not the right place for you. You need something better. Leave the job behind. You need something new. It's not good for you. Leave a relationship behind. Excuse me. Here we go. What was that? Death energy. Yeah. Going through some transformations and you're scared, but with this leap of faith, no matter how long it takes you to make a decision, it will be soon though, because God is not going to allow you to I want to say pussyfoot around too much longer and put off this decision. Yep, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. He about to speed all this up. If you don't make a decision, he'll do it for you. And again, you don't want him to do it because it's going to hurt. More than one person usually. Lovers on the bottom. Make up your mind between these two people and stop masculine or feminine. Whoever needs to make up their mind about a couple people. Because it's different if you're just completely single and everybody knows everything going on. That's different. Y'all protect yourself, live your life, enjoy. But that's the lifestyle. Cool. That's you. But when you got two people's emotions involved, now we got a problem. When the two people find out accidentally about each other, now we got a problem. And I think that's the problem here. Why are you taking so long? Stop playing around with people's hearts and feelings, or yours will be played with as well. You see, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you need to balance this out. Get some straightening around here. Alright, so let's see. Just a few more minutes, but overall, I don't feel like this will be for many people as far as the relationship dynamic. I mean, obviously, everybody is human. Most people are human. We're going through human experiences. There's always make up the breakups and, people getting together and breaking up and stuff like that. So we understand that's a thing. But this particular situation, it's like for a select few as far as the relationship goes and choosing between two people. I know it happens all the time, but it's something about this particular thing. Something. It's gotta be involving someone that God is needing for something more. And the only way they're gonna advance or evolve into the person that God is intending them to is if they get away from whatever it is they're a part of, environment, home, relationship, job, whatever it is, something's affecting the person that God wants to get to. Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. Again, water signs. Y'all dealing with fire signs. Sag, Leo, Aries. Big Aries energy up in here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Big Leo energy up in here. 6 of Wands on the bottom. So yeah, you are supposed to be, it's like, yeah. So it's giving me this example now, like, it's giving me the Peter Pan vibes. Grown man body. Well, I know Peter Pan was just a boy, but I'm just saying, internally the person is a boy, but it's actually an adult that just needs to grow the hell up. And it's like, God's like, okay, you want to play around like a child all your life? Let's see how you handle this. So I suggest you make that decision yourself and grow up already. And that's, I understand it's difficult to change yourself and change certain things about you, especially if you've been doing certain things and living a certain way for a long time. But I am not understanding like why people want to still do childish things, such as like the dating multiple people at one time, like, and again, if that's what you're into and everybody knows and everybody's on board, that is a completely different thing. The sneaking and the lying and stuff, I just don't understand why there's not an age limit there as far as like some kind of internal time clock. Like, okay, let's put this down. You're not a boy no more. Like, why waste people's time? It's just so weird because people are greedy and selfish. They want the benefits of a real love without actually giving it themselves. They want it all, but they don't want to give you anything. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I prefer this reading not to be about this particular few individuals doing whatever, because I really don't feel like it's like, it could be quite a few people that come across this and see all this. I'm gonna just leave that there. Look at that, 5 of Swords in reverse. When you let everything go. I'm hearing Kanye's All Fall Down. All falls down. Excuse it. Wow, I'm putting it back to, it's the 2 of Cups. So somebody very well may lose out on a true love situation because they played too long and too many games, and that's their loss. They'll regret that for the rest of their life, I know that. Anytime a man, because it's feeling like masculine energy, like a man, anytime a man loses a good woman or the opportunity to be with one that they had the attention of, they don't ever forget it. Ain't y'all seen them social media like TikTok and YouTube compilations of men describing how they fumbled like their true love and how they never found anybody like that person again? Giving them vibes. But sometimes people want to learn the hard way. You may not get another opportunity of actual love ever again because you used and abused it. Sounds like for a long time. The Star. So some people are going to just finally grow up and they're going to get it together and they're finally going to leave whatever is not good for them. They're going to stop lying, stop playing all these games, and just grow up and give it up. Because it feels like somebody fronting for their boys. For what? And the crazy thing is, most of the time when it's that type of scenario, in my honest, humblest opinion, when it's a guy fronting for their homeboys about not really wanting something with somebody or not really feeling a real way about somebody, it's usually like them boys that they trying to impress so much never even ever came close to being in the vicinity of the quality of woman that is allowing him to entertain them. So they don't even have the mental capacity and understanding of what a real woman is, or a woman of that caliber is. So why is you asking their opinion and trying to front for them? But that's just my opinion. So some people's learning, some people's getting it. If y'all watch that show, because I've been watching it lately, binge watching, Too Hot to Handle, is pretty much about a household of people, random people brought in, fine, men and women, fine, and they all think they're there. Usually, they all think they're there to like hook up and just do crazy stuff just because they want to have fun. When they get to that resort, they find out that they are actually in a like a whole show based on like healing coming out of their player ways, because the men and women in there, every single person up in there, they'll be like, oh, I'm a player, or I just play guys, or I never settle down with no girl. Every single one of them had that mindset, but by the end of it, majority of them at least wake up a little bit, if not all the way completely change, and realizing their ways and where they went wrong and all this and that. So it's feeling like a real-time situation of something like that, where they thought the world was their playground, and they finding out real quick that there's a whole lot more to life than just temporary satisfaction or ego boost or validation from others who don't even really understand your quality of life anyway. Lord have mercy, people just been fooling out here. 3 of Cups. So somebody wants to, two different ways. If this is relationship wise, somebody wants to end their toxic ways and reunite with someone. They want to heal a situation they messed up in the past. They want to reconcile, reunite. They want to make it right. I'm hearing like somebody saying they'll take the rest of your lives to work it out and make it up to you. Something of that nature. Like they'll make it up to you forever. Well, sounds good. It's hard to say when somebody's been doing something for so long. 6 of Cups, 9 of Swords. Yeah, somebody's nervous because they don't feel like this is something that they can do. First of all, somebody need to know if they can even be faithful. It's kind of giving that energy. I don't think it's more so that, but I am getting that. Somebody don't feel like they can really like reconcile or make it work. They don't know if they can make it up. They don't know if they can ever get this person to trust them again. But also too, somebody don't know if they can be faithful. So that's what's taking them so long. Well, if you don't know, move out the way. So this feminine energy, this beautiful woman that really deserves so much more, can find her emperor. That ain't you. I knew it was gonna come out at some point. Death. Somebody's a couple ways per usual. Chariot. Somebody has actually changed, or after the Lord steps in, they will be forced to change because they won't have a choice. Sometimes people change due to isolation. If somebody was, okay, I don't even care. I don't care because there's so much more important things to worry about. Let these folks figure out their nonsense. And if you're on the receiving end of like someone playing with you, I just want you to know that no matter what age group you're in, you can always meet someone new. Someone new can always be introduced to you. Pray about it. Work on healing yourself. Work on, through time, allowing yourself to forgive that person. You don't have to have them around just because you forgive them. 5 of Pentacles. I'll leave it there. Ace of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, like I was just saying, you let whatever go. It will always get a replacement from God himself, because that's what he does. He replaces the old with the new. And it always is much better. King of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. So there's a masculine energy. It could be feminine too, who's just in masculine energy. She might be an alpha female leaving. King of Pentacles. On the King of Pentacles, feminine energies, some feminine energies have had to be a masculine energy for a long time because they haven't had a masculine step up to the plate. They keep showing up in pages and night energy, not really giving much of anything. So she's had to do it all, and she does it very well. I'm the man around this motherfucker. I'm so hot you probably catch a tan around this motherfucker. This rap game, I got my hands around this motherfucker. Yeah, feminine energy. I know that's right. You got this. You don't need nobody. You want people. You don't need them. Either way, feminine energies. I feel like if you're going through that relationship thing, somebody playing in your face, I feel like you're going to be healing through it through time. You're going to be fine. You'll be surprised at how much you heal by the end of this year. You'll be very surprised. Obviously, you're not going to get over everything all at one time, but through time, you will heal a great deal. You'll be just fine. And before you know it, before you actually completely heal, I bet you'll meet somebody new. I bet you will. I don't know why I feel like that. It just feels like that. It doesn't always happen like that, where just because you're moving on. I just feel like when you listen to what God is telling you to do, if He's putting in your spirit to move on from someone or something, or any part of your life really, that you need to change, it's like He always blesses you after, because it's like He knows you worked so hard to make them changes, and it wasn't easy. And, you know, it's a lot of mental strength and just a lot of things emotionally you have to go through when you're going through any type of big change in life. Very emotional. Like, for you to be able to heal through things that make you emotional like that, make you feel heavy like that, it's one of the greatest accomplishments you can have in your life. So 3 of Pentacles, to end it all off, you are working it out with yourself. Like, you are 4 of Swords, healing. Like I had said, you're healing. You're going on to bigger and better things. Like, it feels like I'm seeing someone now driving off into the sunset, top down, hair blowing in the wind, but they shades on, feeling at peace. Like, they just left like a whole disaster behind them, and they are feeling like they're finally free, and they're feeling like they have a fresh start. So at the end of the month, at the end of the day, at the end of the night, if you're moving forward and moving and working through these things the way you need to, take your time. It's not a rush. You cannot rush healing, especially when it's a heavy cycle. You've been doing something or been used to something for a long time. It takes time to heal, but you'll get through it, and this is going to be a great month. I always say, you know, even though it's kind of weird, even though I go through, you know, we all do, we go through hard times, it's like once I get through the ladder of it, I always start to feel better. Even if my life doesn't look exactly the way I want it to, I still feel like way better, because I know that better is on the way. And I hope you guys feel the same way. I pray that for you. Amen. Alright, enjoy your October water signs. This was it.